Now, I must admit, sometimes it can be slightly intimidating to cook a whole fish, but Hood is here to show us a very simple way of cooking it and just injecting so much flavours, Middle Eastern flavours for this one.
Yes, absolutely. We're all about share style with Middle Eastern cooking and, of course, my background being Lebanese. So why not with a whole bara?
Yeah.
And it's not as hard as everyone thinks. So
Yeah.
we want to get straight in and just, if you score it, give it about 3 scores on each side.
I can do that for you.
And while you're doing that, Justine, I'm going to make a quick spice rub. I've got a bit of salt in here. Going to add a bit of ground chili. Right, into the bowl. Some ground coriander and some ground cumin. And just look at that, mix that together.
A lot of spices used in Middle Eastern cooking.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
not like spicy, but more just the aromaticness of it is what we're after.
And you'll see a lot of cumin and coriander being used a lot.
Yep.
A little bit of olive oil, and by a little bit, it's my little bit. So a good, few tablespoons. We want to give that a good mix, and then I'm going to get you, if you don't mind, to just rub that on either side of the fish.
Yep. Okay, so I guess these scores are a really great idea, just so we get as much flavour into the barramundi as possible. Now, this is a 1.4 kilogram fish, so it's going to feed
a family,
a whole family, and everyone's cousin and auntie.
That's right. Especially once you add all the trimmings on the side, you've got, you know, enough for everyone.
All right, well, let's turn it over and then we'll do the other side. And how long is this going to cook in the oven for?
We're going to put it for about 30 minutes on 200 degrees and it's going to come out beautiful.
So good. All right, our fish is nearly cooked, so now for the sauce.
Yeah, let's get straight into it. Do you want to heat up a couple of tablespoons of olive oil?
Sure can.
And to that, you're just going to add the garlic, chili, and finely chopped coriander.
Okay.
And while you do that, I'm going to grind half of these beautifully toasted pine nuts in my mortar and pestle and use the rest for garnish.
So this is a tahini sauce.
It is.
And you like your garlic, don't you? I mean, that's a lot of garlic.
That is a lot of garlic. But, you know, you use that much because tahini is a really strong flavour as well. So that amount of garlic will break up that sauce along with the lemon juice that we'll add later and the chili.
Oh, I love this. So chili's in.
Yep.
And then how do you want me to chop our coriander?
You can start sort of from the end there.
So
and
few
just
stalks.
a few stalks, finely chopped in there.
Okay.
And just, it can go straight in together.
Right. And all the leaves too?
All the leaves as well, because we just want, it's going to cook beautifully with the garlic, with the chili.
Yeah.
And I've got my pine nuts nicely ground there for you.
Okay.
And the pine nuts will add a slight texture, but also another level of creaminess into this sauce.
So good.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to move on and use the rest of these corianders to make a sort of like a fresh salsa using the same ingredients.
Yep.
So that we can put on top just for that little bit of freshness. Now you can add the pine nuts.
The pine nuts go in next, okay. We talk about flavour bombs because that's just like the perfect way to describe this.
Absolutely.
Loads of garlic and chilli and coriander.
Absolutely. Once that you've cooked that for a little bit, Justine, you can add the tahini.
Tahini, okay, and it's a lot of tahini in it goes.
It is, because we've got a big fish, don't we?
Yep, absolutely. And I keep thinking this is going to thicken up so much.
Yeah.
Is that what happens when you even cook it like this?
Exactly. When you cook it and you add the lemon juice, it will seize up even more.
Right, so don't be afraid if it seizes up.
Yeah, don't be afraid at all. You've got the water there to sort of thin it out. Just add a little bit at a time. So once you've done that, you can now add your lemon juice.
Okay, so it's just a brief cook for this. And then loads of lemon. I think there was about 3 or 4 lemons.
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
Maybe 5 or 6.
Or 5 or 6, depending on how juicy they are, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I'm just going to finely slice some chilies for that fresh salad as well. So I'm just going to add my chili now to the coriander there. And Justine, if you want to start adding that water a little bit at a time, just to finish that sauce and get it thinned out at a nice saucy consistency.
And it really takes a lot of water, doesn't it? So
it does.
A bit of water. It's almost like a Lebanese style bechamel when you start adding the liquid into the roux. All right, well, this sauce is nearly done. You've almost finished that beautiful fresh salsa to go on top of our fish. Once the fish comes out of the oven, we can plate this up.
Yes, absolutely.
What a feast.
It'll be delicious.
Our fish has come out of the oven. It smells so good with those spices.
Beautiful, yes.
I love it.
All we're going to do is pour that over its body, if we can do that without making a big mess.
Oh, that sauce is so good. Honestly, I've never seen a sauce being made like that, and we kept stirring it, we waited for it to boil, we added some more lemon, we added some more water, just to get it right.
Yeah, and you can serve some on the side, and if you like, Justine, could you please put some of that fresh salad just on top there?
Yep, just sprinkle that over.
Yeah, that's going to give it the beautiful freshness that it needs, and that extra bit of spice. After all, it is called samaki harra, which is chili fish.
Chili
when
fish.
literally translated.
There you go.
Amazing. Bit more of that toasted pine nuts, just for added texture and, of course, more nuttiness. And we have a stunning share-style platter for your friends, family, everyone.
Everyone can share that. And let's not forget, it looks beautiful too. Huda, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.